Hi, pre-alpha 8 and 9 guys. We're a bit late, about 2 weeks late, but it's worth it because we have a lot of content. So I'm with Julien.
Hello.
Hey. So, pre-alpha 8 is about buildings, and pre-alpha 9 is about animals. So two big mechanics. And we're actually going to start with pre-alpha 9, so the animals. Now you're going to hear audio. Julien won't, because I'm very bad at streaming via Discord.
Okay, I've already heard them enough.
Yeah, I didn't hear the screaming. This screaming, which you guys will hear now. Yes, this is not final. It's like a. It's very bad, but it's less like it's like a placeholder. We're gonna replace it with actual audio eventually. So next update is gonna be alpha, right? So we're done with pre-alphas. After this one, it's gonna be alpha 1, and we're gonna do the map, right, Julien?
Yeah, it's gonna be a big one. So we're gonna do a total rehaul of the map. It's gonna be better quality, and we're gonna implement a weather system and all of the foliage and ecosystem of the Philippines. So
Exactly.
that's gonna be a big environmental change, and it's gonna create more realistic environment, which is gonna be good.
Yep.
Yes.
So with that, we're gonna add like where animals spawn and stuff. So right now they're just placeholders placed all around the world, but these guys are gonna be spawning near trees and bushes, near burrows, and they are actually gonna be. The noises are so annoying, but basically just a small monkey, pretty useless. Then we have the pangolins. These guys here, very good source of meat, pretty cute. The pug-faced pangolins, and when you hit them, they stop moving and scream. Eventually, we're gonna have a rolling into a ball animation. Now the audio is so annoying. I'm so sorry. But so eventually we're gonna have a rolling into ball animation. So when you hit it, it like gets into a ball and like takes reduced damage, right? Then we have. Yeah, I'm actually gonna kill this guy because this is very annoying. Hold on. Because yes, our damage now works correctly. The animals when they die go into bad ragdoll. This is not final at all. We're gonna have actual death animations eventually, but this is just placeholder again. Then we have the birds, the Swiddlens. These are bugs here. Let's. I'm gonna fix this later.
No.
Usually they run.
Hmm.
Alright, so I just found the problem. I hadn't connected this, so it's gonna be run. Is it run? Run from enemy passive, I believe. Is this the one? I think it is. If it talks about Swiddlens, yes it is. Alright, so this should work now. Let's see if the birds run away. Now the birds walk around, the birds see me, and they run away. Awesome. This is the birds. They see me, they run away. You still run faster, but if you want to actually hunt, you're going to have to, like, use a lot of stamina. And, now, next up, I'm actually going to show the bull last. The bull is amazing. I'm going to show the basilisk, which is actually our first boss. This guy here. Same with the birds. Works with sight. If he turns to me, he'll go aggressive. Except, yeah, this guy is aggressive instead of, like, running away. So, let's see the basilisk. And does he see me? Now he does. He runs. And animations! We didn't have an attack animation yet, so it's just a jumping animation. But the code works, as in comes, attacks you, and poison. This is hemotoxin, right? Poison. You can dodge attacks a bit, but if you want to actually deal some damage, you're going to have to tank a lot of shots. And 3 shots in, the poison is going to finish me off. So, pretty strong, honestly. Weak, about 500 health. You can kill it in a couple like sword shots, but very venomous. Now, finally, the last animal here is the tamaraw, this big cow. Pretty peaceful, right? Well, yeah, unless you hit it. Then it runs faster than you, and it 2 shots naked humans. So, yeah. Now, pre-alpha 8 was the buildings. Now, let's test this out. These boxes aren't buildings, these boxes are placeholder items. I'm gonna kill this guy again because the audio is so annoying. Alright. So, placeholder buildings. When you place them, they're actually buildings, which Julien modeled, like, using, what was it again? Bridge?
Yeah, mostly bridge and, yeah, how is it called? Bridge Quixel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, basically what I've done with the buildings is I've defined them in tiers. So you've got firstly the leaves,
Yeah.
mostly
Like
leaf
these guys here.
buildings.
Lowest tier.
Like yeah, and that's the first tier. Very basic, very easy to craft, and resources easy to gather.
Mhm.
So very like survival and crafty type of buildings. After that, you've got like for your palisade and for your wooden cabin. Those are more like wood
Like the coolest
structures.
ones. These are
Yeah,
so
for real.
amazing.
And they're an evolution from the leaves ones, and they're harder to get, but harder to destroy and uh, better against the animals and
Yeah.
the creatures. After that, I'm gonna have rock buildings and or iron buildings like made out of metals.
Mhm.
Those are gonna be more late game buildings, and they're gonna be modeled later in the game. So that's the way we're gonna take for the buildings,
Yeah.
and it's all gonna be crafted. It's not gonna be droppable items, but it's gonna stay in your inventory or in a chest.
Yeah.
Therefore, you can't just leave them on the ground, and there is no like 3D item for them. That's why there's boxes on
Exactly.
the ground and not actual items. So
Exactly.
that's how the building mechanics is gonna work. There's not gonna be any um, like customizable buildings that you can make, but we're gonna try to make a pretty extensive list of pre-made buildings so that you can customize your camp quite a bit.
Exactly. So, as Renee mentioned, chests. We do have chests. I was trying to do a segue, but I kind of lost the chest. We have many kinds of like different chests, storage bins. We have crafting stations, like furniture, little furniture, stuff like beds and stuff. We have a lot of buildings, and we're gonna have even more.
Yeah, way more than that, like at least 3 times more.
Now, what also comes with buildings is some of them have functionality. The Skiá well here is going to be very useful for, ignore the birds on the water, right? Useful for, like, farming Skiá, which is going to be a big part of, like, next update, like Alpha 1. And the fires. The code for the
Yeah.
fires and refineries is broken. The base is alright, but I'm going to have to recode, like, pretty much all of it. But the visuals are fine. Meaning that you can actually open like this here,
The
put some
visuals are fire.
wood in there, fire it literally, and burn. We have working items, working buildings, a lot of animals with very annoying audio, which Sinead can't hear, but you guys will hear it, like for sure.
I've already heard it, and it's very annoying. We'll make better and less annoying audio. It's just to test if it works and to add a bit of life in the game.
So we had lots of buildings, lots of animals. Now what is next?
So, what's gonna come next is not gonna be pre-alpha 10, but actually alpha 1.
Yes.
So we've changed from pre-alphas to alpha. So it's gonna be our 0.1 update, or alpha 1, where we're gonna finish the first island, which, as I said, is gonna be a better version of this one, like more detailed and more environmentally complete, with a full-on Filipinian environment system with rain, thunder, the
Forest.
full-on, yeah,
We need forest.
with a forest, yeah, and animals that aren't just spawned in by Adrien, but actually spawn randomly.
Based on areas
and-
and yeah.
Yeah, and it's all gonna end in an executable file that's gonna be up on our Discord, available for you guys to try. And we're gonna try to make it like a demo, of the game that is actually playable and enjoyable and quite fun.
Yeah, so you can harvest basically the basic materials. You can craft up to possibly copper, like basic metal, and kill the first basilisk boss in the specific basilisk arena. So you actually I can't speak. You actually have the like basics of a small game.
and honestly, it's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a huge milestone for the game because
It's actually a game. That's actually a game.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
actually a
just
game.
prototypes. Alpha 1
Yeah.
is going to be an actual game.
Yeah, and it's gonna be the end of prototyping and of building some functionalities, and it's gonna be the start of expanding the game's functionalities. Well, yeah, it's gonna be the start of the actual game and the fun you can have. Because it's not gonna be anymore of okay, yeah, we're gonna make some running animation. It's gonna be let's build another island and let's populate it with some crazy creatures that Adrien dreams of at night.
Yeah, well said.
And-
It's not going to be creating boring stuff like swimming and walking. It's going to be adding dragons.
Yeah.
That's like the big deal.
It's really gonna be the start of the creative process of making the world into a playable
yeah.
game.
Oh, and also suggestions. After this alpha, we will work on what you want us to work in a way. If you think this island is too much forest, next island would be less forest. We're going to work on feedback in a more tangible way. This is just a foundation. With Pre-Alpha 9, we built a foundation. Now it's time to build the actual, like, trying to make a building metaphor because of Pre-Alpha 8. Like the house, actually. So, Alpha 1 coming. A lot of things to look forward to. And yeah.
Just to name what you can expect from Alpha 1, there's going to be corpse harvesting. All of the
Yes.
Skiá upgrades and abilities are going to be working with Skiá Overdose, which is a big part of the game.
This year.
There's going to be cooking and crafting tiers. We're going to work on armor and animal spawning and resource spawning on the new map. And at the end, a big basilisk fight a boss fight.
Yeah.
And with all of the items, icons, and armor sets. And if we have enough time, we're gonna work on a weather system. And it's gonna all end by an executable file that's gonna be open to play.
Exactly. So amazing stuff. I think we can cut this here. It's late and I have an exam tomorrow. So bye guys. Good work, Jerbo team, and keep at it.